The 6th episode begins with the main character conducting a seance. She needs to communicate with the dead so she can receive some guidance on how to control her visions. This is the best way to do so according to Morticia. Someone's about to enter the room, but it's only Enid. I don't know how she tolerates Wednesday. Imagine walking into your room to see someone sitting on the floor in the dark trying to contact the dead. I'd pass out and report you to the feds. But that's just me. Shortly after this, someone slides a note underneath the door saying if Wednesday wants answers, she needs to show face at this location. Once she's inside, her peers from Nevermore surprise her for her 16th birthday. At first I was like, why do it like this? Then I realized this is the only way they could do it, to be honest. She happens to come across some Latin text that when translated means fire will rain, which is what we saw engraved on the Nevermore lawn from the previous episode. She enters the psychic plane and comes in contact with Goody. Back in Wednesday's dorm room, Thing pulls out a case that's a present from her parents for her birthday. Enid joins in on the gift giving and presents her with a scarf. Then she gets excited and says she has one too, so now when they go to class they can be twins. This was a certified bestie moment. Anyways, the mayor and Principal Weems are discussing his son's friends group's misdeeds from the dance, but the mayor assures Larissa his kid didn't vandalize the lawn. He's a menace to society, but not like Dennis type of problematic. Lucas is doing community service. Bianca happens to walk in. These two hit it off, which is kinda odd because I thought she was trying to get back with her ex. Interesting. Wednesday is sitting by Eugene's bedside until a therapist walks in. She's filling in for his moms cause they're out of town. I'd cancel whatever business I have outside of Jericho, like come on, your kid is on their deathbed. Literally. She ends up at the coffee shop. Tyler comes by and says he's the one that delivered the cake. He then asks her out to dinner but she's too focused on other things. Tyler's such a nice guy but it just isn't paying off. His dad walks in. Adams tells him that the thread burnt on the lawn is connected to the one she saw in the Crackstone crypt. Fast forward and she enters Xavier's outshed where he's clearly channeling his inner Pablo Picasso. She asks him if he knows where this location that she drew is. After he says yeah, it turns out to be Gates' complex. Thing then unveils a painting Xavier did of Wednesday playing the cello. To make matters worse, it starts moving. I don't know if I should be in awe or somewhat disturbed over this dude's obsession with her. Bianca is at the coffee store bonding with Lucas. Fast forward and Wednesday's at Gates' old complex, but ends up running into Noble. She sneaks into his car as he's on his way to meet Donovan to discuss some information on a case linked back to the Gates family. As he walks across the road, someone runs him over. Principal Weems puts Wednesday on house arrest since she keeps being at the center of all the latest drama in town. But Wednesday being Wednesday, she rebels and phones lover boy Tyler and says she'll really take his offer for them to go out to dinner. But she has other intentions. Once he picks her up, Enid also happens to tag along, since she told these two that she wants to hang out with them. Whole time she's only interested in playing detective. Once they arrive at the Gates property, the same car that ran over Noble is parked in the garage. After snooping around, they come across an altar with the familiar pilgrim as the center of attention. There's candles scattered all over the place that are still warm, suggesting someone's been here recently. So the trio split up and start searching. Enid enters a bedroom that looks like someone is currently living there. No cobwebs, no dust, no nothing. This happens to be Laurel's room. Even though she was said to have drowned 25 years ago, clearly it looks like someone's been lying. Then the creature that's been going on a killing spree appears. As Enid and her bestie are running for their lives, Miss Adams runs into a room with all the victims' missing body parts. Fast forward and she brings the sheriff back to the house, but someone cleared everything, which in turn just made Wednesday look like an idiot. At this point, Donovan is tired of her shenanigans and tells her she can't hang out with his kid no more, and secondly, she's not allowed to handle this case any further. Once she arrives back at the academy, Weems is waiting for her at the top of the staircase. She goes on to say how she violated her terms and this should lead to expulsion. But then Wednesday says she's the chosen one meant to protect the school, yada yada. So Weems is like, aight then, one more chance Adams, just one more chance. At the end of the episode, Enid tells Wednesday she's selfish, so she's cutting her toxic ass off. Wednesday gets in her feels. Upon touching Laurel's item, printed photos begin to fall out. Someone's been taking snaps of Wednesday like they work for TMZ. The mayor's on a hospital bed. Someone pays him a visit just to disconnect his oxygen supply. And that's the 6th episode.